And that gets things running. It's wrestled off the ball. And it's Arnautovic. Arnautovic. He's pinged one through here. Danger averted for now. Milivojevic. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Has he picked him out? Chance! Goal! Porto! And Porto go in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Porto take the early advantage. Dragovic cuts it out. Milivojevic. Forward it goes. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Keeper's ball.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well,
He's gone for it! Oh, that is very close.
yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique. Perez.
And he has been fouled there. An uncompromising challenge. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Plays it out to the wing. Lovely, goes for goal! And again the keeper stands strong. Gets up to head it! Decent enough try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Aimed in towards the centre. And that has been clubbed away. Hit into the middle. He's there to get rid. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Bednarek. He's on his way. He hits it. Just off target.
Oh, and it's such a good effort, and maybe the target really should have been hit. Perez. Perez.
There is the half-time whistle. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
So we're just settling back into this second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Shot at goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
There's a long ball. Well weighted. That'll go straight through to the keeper. No way through there. Bednarek. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Can he deliver? Deflected behind for a corner kick. Great leap! He scores! They are right back in business. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think this is a case of anything you can do, we can do too. I mean, they're matching each other like for like here.
Dashing forward at pace. Arnautovic spreads it towards the left. Tries to get it forward quickly. Battles to win it back. And back to base. Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. A real chance to break. Well played, he saw that coming. Arnautovic has been caught there, it's a foul. There aren't many who'd be prepared to wind up a shot from this far out. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's gone direct. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Dragovic gets into the right position to intercept. And here's Arnautovic. Arnautovic. And he's there to hoof it away. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Dragovic. Well, that's where he wants it. And here's Arnautovic. Tries to get it clear. Cleared away.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Well, they could break here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. To the keeper and go again. The keeper's got good distance on that. Well positioned to make that interception. Milivojevic. And here's Arnautovic. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Plays it out to the flank. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Shoots! The whistle has gone and it is all over. Well, nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game. Well, hello, good afternoon to one and all. Like you, we are very much ready to go here and looking forward to a game that has been the topic for universal conversation in this part of the world for much of the last few days. It's dry at the moment, but the forecasters have warned us of impending rain. There's no certainty about that, but when it does come, it shouldn't affect the dynamics of a match which has so much riding on it. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Up to meet it! Throws it out of harm's way. Milivojevic. Played back in. Back into the middle. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Away from immediate danger. And it's played forward. Here comes another cross. And he's there to clear it. Forward it goes. Well, that's where he wants it. Going through. Hits one! And he's done it! There is the breakthrough! Oh, my goodness, that has ripped the rigging.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Looking to break out here. Pesic! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Pesic. He goes long. Tries to get it forward quickly. Plays it out to the flank. That is going to be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
Well, we're already into the second period. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Forward it goes. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. He's got away. And it's played forward. Shot a goal! That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, closing him down first, Peter, is a very necessary step in preventing them from building attacks.
Tries a shot! That is rather wayward.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
And it's Pesic.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Goes for the cross. Knocks it away. Well, they can break here. And it's Pesic. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
PES United are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Played down the flank. Aimed in towards the centre. Cleared away. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Out towards the flank. He's gone for it! Massive lead! And that's been levered clear. That looks a good ball. Towering header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Now, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Forward it goes.
PES United can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
And he has been fouled there. Milivojevic. And it's hoisted clear. Shapes to shoot! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Well, that is... Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine. And the 11... He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose! He's going after it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Shoots! Straight at the keeper.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
And it's played forward. Goalkeeper's ball. Over to the left. Cut out in the nick of time. Oh, that's an own goal!
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for him, Peter. It's ended in some embarrassment.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one.
Well, you can't ask for much better than that, Peter. Bang, bang, two in double quick time.
Forward it goes. He's through. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Pesic has a hit! And he just whacks it away. Up for a throw. And it's Pesic. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
Sankara tries to get it forward quickly. Goes long. Nicely worked. Gets it back. Hoists it forward. Surely. Big chance! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. Well, the action has already resumed here. Sankara. Now surely! And that had to be more accurate. And it's played forward. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. And here's Juricic. Pumps it into the... Great leap! He's pulled off a fine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Tries lifting it over. He's got through. He's had a go! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Forward it goes. Oh, well intercepted, really alerts the danger. Tries to get it forward quickly. Drives it towards the front. Oh, good interception. Forward it goes. And the counter is on. And he's on. He's gone for goal. Great build-up. It all deserves a better ending.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Sankara. Goes direct to the front line. Well positioned to make that interception. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Cuts it out. Pinged forward. Gets into a dangerous position. Try as they might, they just... Oh, that is asking for trouble. He gets past his man. Pesic! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
He's through, now is he in? Sankara. And that will be the final act. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side.